Right, so it's time to do the second part of the lactate test that we did last autumn, I think, where I don't think the results were too great, but now it's less than 3 weeks to the Ironman, and it's just going to be interesting to get the results back from this one. It's way more hot and higher temperature, but that's good. You got to prepare for that as well. It could be hot on Ironman, so you never know. Yeah, last time we did this, my max pulse was 205 or something crazy, and I basically hit the wall and crazy headaches. So I'm a little bit nervous for that. Not the results, not anything else, just the crazy headaches that I got after the last one. So we'll see how it goes. Right, so the audio was a little bit bad here with all the wind, so I'll just do a quick voiceover. Basically, I'm like, hey, we're back the same spot as last year. We're gonna do a before and after. Eric is with me to do the lactate test and to kind of take me through this to see the improvements from last year, and let's go. What a headache. That was crazy. Okay, so all I said here was basically we just wrapped up. This is the second part of the lactate test. 1 year ago was the first one. Now is the second one to see the results. And I asked Eric, hey, what do you think going into this Ironman? What are some improvements and some bad things they have seen? What are some of your concerns? And he's like, okay, I'll give you my honest opinion. I've seen some big improvements when it comes to your running overall, faster speed, lower heart rate, that sort of stuff. He's like, I still have to look at the test results, the blood samples throughout the test to give you an accurate result report. But so far, things look good. The bad thing, or the things that concern me, is we haven't really done any long marathon running. We haven't done any long, bike runs, that 6-7 hour bike rides. We've done 4 hours. So it's going to be super hard and a very challenging race for you. And then I basically said, yeah, I agree with you. What do you think about the Ironman? Can I do it? And he's like, it's going to be very, challenging for you. Mentally, you are there. Mentally, you're very strong. So it's definitely possible, but you're going to have to push hard because it's a very challenging race. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. And basically, like wrapping up this video, I was like, I agree with Eric, everything that he's saying. I still think that I could have done more, but also I know that I've done more than I remember at this point, because I've been doing a lot of biking back and forth to the office, and that's basically 40 kilometers that, you know, every single day I go to office and back. So a lot of training that I haven't documented. And so overall, I just, you know, I think I'm ready, but I also think I could have done more. So he's like, good luck. I'm like, good luck to me. That's it. All right, so we have results back from Eric, and I'm going to share my screen here. Let's take a look at some of these results. It says, and Eric said in WhatsApp in the messages as well, that this is one of the biggest differences from a before and after in a client that he's ever seen, which is good news because it gives me confidence before the Ironman, like have actually put in the work. Sometimes it's easy to forget how much you've actually done when you do a little bit of training every single day, weeks in and weeks out. So again, if we take a look here, again, I'm not a doctor, physician, personal trainer. I don't understand all of this, but I do understand like the differences between, sometimes when you start running at this pace, your pulse is going to be here and therefore produce this much lactate. And so the entire goal has been to lower the amount of lactate my body produces, which, lactate is causing me to have heavier legs, that sort of stuff. It's been working. The training has been working, and we've seen a lot of improvements, how it's able to endure training without producing a lot of lactate. So, this chart here is just for people who are, more geeks, just like I am a funnel geek in that area. Maybe some people want to see this right here, but basically how I want to bring this back to you guys, to business, and maybe for someone who wants to become more healthy in their entrepreneurial life as well. In the journey, they want to balance things more so that you focus on all areas of your life, which I think is important. Finally, I get an excuse to use my new iPad. So let me bring this a little bit closer here so I can show you kind of the three areas where I've tried to, focus my attention. I want to, again, bring this back to what I've done to be able to do this, which, I feel like I could have done a lot of things better, but also I've done, some things pretty well. So if we look at this, it's basically like 1, 2, and 3 things that I've tried to do to make this long term so that I could actually transform myself, my body, and be ready for Ironman. So anyways, number 1 is I'm just gonna write them out all here. Time, easy, that's beautiful. Again, I'm just testing this out for the first time. Time, easy, and fun. So I think you get the point, but I'm still just gonna recap them a little bit. Number 1, time. When you have something that you're busy with, like your business, your family, it could be your 9 to 5, you don't have a lot of time to put into wherever you're trying to pursue on the side. So for me, Ironman is a side thing, it's a hobby, and it's a challenge for myself. And so time, I've tried to spend time where I could, personalized to me. So for example, I used to watch, now the season has ended, but before that, like Premier League, La Liga, and a lot of like soccer games. I would combine that on a trainer watching the game, so I could get 2 hours of training in there. I'm biking a lot to the office, which is like 20 kilometers, and so I get 40k, to work and back. And so by doing that, I get like free training. So that's one thing with time, is like managing it in a way that it actually works long term for you. And then number 2 is making it easy. So there's a lot of ways for you to get caught up in like the fancy stuff and overlooking the basics, and the pros never don't do the basics. And this is a quote that I heard from Alex Hormozy, which stuck with me because he's so good. Like, the pros never don't do the basics. So I've just tried to kind of not get fancy and just do the basic work a lot in the zone 2, the basic, to transform my body, what it can handle, and it's produced results. So that's great. Number 3, which is here, fun. So I've tried to just keep it super fun, where I can do trainings and workouts that I actually enjoy, and I've come to enjoy all of them now when I do it according to how I want to do them. So biking, for example, biking with a friend, or biking, like I said, to work, so I get to go different. I have 2 routes that I go, so I kind of find my own places. I try to explore new cities, and when you go 100k bike rides, it's important for you to, again, keep it fun by going and exploring new places. So just be creative with the journey, whatever it is that you do. If it's business, if it's funnels, try to redesign different funnels from like, oh, I saw this funnel here from Gusten, I saw this funnel here from whatever, and redesign it. Just have fun with it. You know, if you look at this, time, easy, and fun, it could say time, basics, and fun. Try to set aside time every single day or week towards your passion, towards your goals and dreams. You know, for me, that's business and whatever it is for you. But that's it. Thank you for the results and the test, all the guidance and coaching, Eric. And I'm excited for the Ironman. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so, because you get to see the journey as I take you behind the scenes. Ironman is no joke, man, but I'm excited for it. So anyways, that's it. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.